ironwork mill, and he was in the mill to get warmth and shelter, whereas the blacksmith, he did not show any interest, he did not pay any regard, he just nodded his head and he allowed him. He asked permission to stay, and the master blacksmith nodded a haughty consent without honoring him with a single word. The tramp did not say anything either. He had not come there to talk but only to warm himself and sleep. He also did not say anything because he had also come there only for shelter and warmth and to stay for the night. He did not want to talk even because he had stolen the money, and he also wanted to avoid talking with anyone. In those days, the Ramshaw iron mill was owned by a very prominent iron master whose greatest ambition was to ship out good iron to the market. He watched both night and day to see that the work was done as well as possible, and at this very moment he came into the forge on one of his nightly rounds of inspection. It is page 36, third paragraph. Got it? This mill was owned by a prominent iron master who used to come there for inspection, used to take rounds, and at that very time he came in the forge on one of his nightly rounds. Naturally, the first thing he saw was the tall ragamuffin who had eased his way so close to the furnace that steam rose from his wet rags. Who is called here as ragamuffin? A person who is wearing rags. Who is here? Peddler. The same red trap seller or the peddler is also called as tall ragamuffin. The person who was wearing rags. Says, first thing what he noticed was that there was a strange person who was sitting near close to the furnace because the steam was coming out of his rags. Why there was steam out of his clothes? Because outside there was raining when he entered, so his clothes were wet, and when he entered in the forge there was fire, furnace was there, with that heat the smoke was coming out of his clothes. The iron master did not follow the example of the blacksmiths who had hardly deigned to look at the stranger. What example is being talked here? कि आयरन मास्टर जो था उसने ब्लैक स्मिथ की एग्जाम्पल को फॉलो नहीं करा. विच एग्जाम्पल दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट हियर? He did not show any interest. He looked at him indifferently and nodded. That means he did not pay any attention, was not careful why he had entered and how someone has entered. But the iron smith was very much careful about this, and he walked close up to him, looked him over very carefully. उसके पास जाता है, उसको बड़े ध्यान से देखता है. Then tore off his slouch hat to get a better view of his face. और उसके चेहरा जो कि हैट से ढका हुआ था उसको पीछे हटाता है उसको देखने के लिए. But of course it is you, Niels Olf, he said. How you do look? और एकदम से देखते ही उसको वो किस नाम से बुलाता है? Niels Olf, as if he knows him already. मतलब जैसे उसको पहले ही जानता हो, एकदम जब उसने देखा तो उसको नाम लेकर बुलाता है. नील्स ऑल्फ है. कहता how you are looking? The man with the red traps had never before seen the iron master at Ramshaw and did not even know what his name was. So it was very surprising for the iron master because he had never seen this man earlier in life, and when he called him by name he got surprised because he did not know even his name. But it occurred to him that if the fine gentleman thought he was an old acquaintance, he might perhaps throw him a couple of notes, and he did not say anything. What was in his mind? Thinking that he might help him, thinking him as a beggar or peddler, कि बहुत गरीब आदमी समझकर वो उसको कुछ ना कुछ हेल्प कर देगा. So he kept quiet. Therefore he did not want to undeceive him at all at once. और वो उसको धोखा भी नहीं देना चाहता था उसको कहकर. So he was true कि उसने ना yes कहा ना no कहा. He kept quiet. Yes, God knows things have gone downhill with me. And what he said, जब उसको पूछता है कि आपकी कैसी तबीयत है या आप कैसे दिख रहे हो, कहने कहने का मतलब ये है कि you are in bad condition. And what he says, God knows things have gone downhill with me. कि भगवान जानता है कि मेरे साथ बहुत गलत हुआ है. You should not have resigned from the regiment, said the iron master. और आयरन मास्टर उसको क्या सजेस्ट करता है कि आपको रेजिमेंट से रिजाइन नहीं करना चाहिए था. That was the mistake. If only I had still been in service at the time, it never would have happened. Then he also realized that he did this mistake of resigning from the regiment. कि अगर उसने ऐसा ना किया होता तो शायद उसकी ऐसी कंडीशन ना होती. Well, now of course you will come home with me. It's okay, whatever it is, nothing can be done now. So you should come along with me to my home. Go along with up to the manor house and be received by the honor like an old regimental comrade. That, however, did not please the tramp. लेकिन जो ट्रैम्प था, पेडलर, रेड ट्रैप सेलर, he was not happy with this idea that he should go along with him to his home, because going to the manor house, that means to the farmhouse of that iron master, and being received by the honor, means by the iron master as a old regimental comrade. मतलब रेजिमेंट का कोई उसका कॉमरेड, उसका साथी या उसका कोलीग हो, उस वे में उसका वो रिस्पेक्ट करे, उसको ऑनर करे. He did not like this idea. No, I could not think of it, he said, looking quite alarmed, and he became very alert with this and answers negative. He thought of 30 knor. What was the problem in his mind? That he had those 30 knor rupees which he had stolen in his pocket. To go up to the manor house would be like throwing himself voluntarily into the lion's den. कि उसके फार्म हाउस में जाना उसको क्या फील हो रहा था कि अपने आप को एक लॉयंस के डेन में धकेलने वाली बात हो गई. मतलब अपने आप को खुद को खतरे में डालने वाली बात है. He only wanted a chance to sleep here in the forge and then sneak away as inconspicuously as possible. और वो क्या चाहता था कि सिर्फ वहाँ पर वो नाइट गुजारे, उस फोर्ज के अंदर शेल्टर ले नाइट के लिए, और बिना किसी की शंका के, बिना किसी को सस्पिशन हुए, बिना किसी के डाउट के वो वहाँ से जितनी जल्दी हो सके वहाँ से निकल जाए सुबह के टाइम. द आयरन मास्टर assumed that he felt embarrassed because of his miserable clothing, but the iron master thought otherwise. What he was thinking कि वो शायद अपने कपड़ों की वजह से या अपनी कंडीशन की वजह से embarrassed या confused फील कर रहा है. Please don't think that I have such a fine home that you cannot show yourself there, he said. तो उसको समझाने की कोशिश करता है कि आप ऐसे मत समझो कि आप मेरे घर में नहीं जा सकते, कि बहुत अच्छा ये शानदार घर है. Elizabeth is dead, as you may already have heard. You might have heard. उसको लग रहा है कि उसका फ्रेंड है, इकट्ठे थे वो, और उसको शायद नॉलेज होगी इस बात की कि उसकी वाइफ एलिजाबेथ जो है she has already died. My boys are abroad and there is no one at home except my oldest daughter and myself. And he tells the reality that there is no one at home. He is living all alone with his daughter. So there is no worry to come to his home. We were just saying that it was too bad we did not have any company for Christmas. And he told him that in reality they were also thinking that it was very bad for them that they don't have any company on the Christmas. Now come along with me and help us make the Christmas food disappear a little faster. So he requested him that he should go along with them so that they can have party or they can enjoy for the Christmas food together. So in this way we again come to know from this character, from his wording, that he also feels loneliness and he wants to have the company of someone. Earlier also we had one character that gives you the same idea. What was that? The crafter, the old man in whose cottage the peddler has gone. He also wanted to have the company of someone to overcome his loneliness. But the stranger said no and again no. But the stranger was not willing. Again and again he was saying no. That means he was not willing to go to his home. And the iron master saw that he must give in. So the iron master had to surrender. उसको compel नहीं वो करना चाहता था. It looks as though Captain Von Stelle preferred to stay with you tonight, Sturgeon Storm, he said to the master blacksmith and turned on his heel. जो ब्लैकस्मिथ वहाँ काम कर रहा था उसको कह रहा है कि मुझे लग रहा है कि शायद कैप्टन वॉन स्टेले जो है he wanted to prefer this thing that he would stay with you, means वो यहीं पर मिल के अंदर ही रुकना चाहता है. And he turned back. But he laughed to himself as he went away, and the blacksmith, who knew him, understood very well that he had not said his last words. And he went saying these things to the blacksmith, and blacksmith, who knew about his nature, he understood that he was taking all these things non-seriously, and he was just giving these last words in a funny manner. It was not more than half an hour before they heard the sound of the carriage wheels outside the forge. It was only half an hour that they listened to the sound of the carriage wheel in front of the forge, and a new guest came in. But this time it was not the iron master. He had sent his daughter, apparently hoping that she would have better powers of persuasion than he himself. Underline this line. Her father even also considers this thing, that she has more persuasive power than him. कि जिस बात के लिए वो पेडलर को नहीं बना पाया, उसकी बेटी उसके लिए उसको कन्विंस कर लेगी. So who was the new guest there? Now his daughter, the iron master's daughter. She entered, followed by a valet, carrying on his arm a big fur coat. जैसे वो एंटर करती है, उसके पीछे पीछे एक valet means उसका servant है, and he was having a big fur coat in his arms. She was not at all pretty, but seemed modest and quite shy. She was not so beautiful, but was very, very sober and quite feeling shy. In the forge, everything was just as it had been earlier in the evening. Every work was going on as usual. The master blacksmith and his apprentice still sat on their bench, and iron and charcoal still glowed in the furnace. All activities were going on same. The fire was still there. The apprentice was also still sitting on the bench, and the fire was working there. Raw iron was there in the furnace. The stranger had stretched himself out on the floor and lay with a piece of pig iron under his head, and his hat pulled down over his eyes. The only difference was that now this stranger had lied down on the ground, and he had taken a piece of pig iron as pillow under his head, and he had just pulled his hat over his face. He tried to cover his face. As soon as the young girl caught sight of him, she went up, lifted his hat. The man was evidently used to sleeping with one eye open. He was in the habit of sleeping with one eye open. When the girl just removed the hat from his face, he jumped up abruptly and seemed to be quite frightened. And he got up with a jump because he was already frightened. Why? Because he had stolen the money. Money was in his pocket. और पहले ही डर था उसके मन में, और एकदम से और घबरा जाता है. My name is Adla Wilmanson, said the young girl. My father came home and said that you wanted to sleep here in the forge tonight, and then I asked permission to come and bring you home to us. I'm so sorry, Captain, that you are having such a hard time. She gives her own introduction, tells her name, and then tells about the information from where she got, that her father has told about all this. And she also wanted that the person should come to their home for the Christmas celebration. She took permission from her father and came here to take him along with them. And she said sorry for his condition also, that he is having very hard time, means very difficult time he is leading now. And he addresses him as Captain. That means father has told everything to the daughter. She looked at him compassionately, means in a very sympathetic manner, with her heavy eyes, and then she noticed that the man was afraid. And suddenly she noticed that he was afraid of something. There was fear in his eyes. Either he has stolen something, or else he has escaped from jail. She thought, and added quickly, you may be sure, Captain, that you will be allowed to leave us just as freely as you came. Only please stay with us over Christmas Eve. She suddenly identified or recognized and realized this thing, that he had fear in his mind, which her father could not. That shows that she has keen observation also. She understands that there was fear in his eyes, and she thought that either he had run away from the prison or he had stolen something. That's why the fear was in his eyes. But somehow he did not mention about this and told him, thinking about his fear, that he might be having this fear, that's why he is not coming to their house. So she said, you will be allowed to leave whenever you want, freely from that house. You can move, only you must stay with us for the Christmas Eve. Again we come to know about the loneliness feeling of this girl also. She also feels lonely and she wanted some company on the celebration of the Christmas. She said this in such a friendly manner that the rat trap peddler must have felt confidence in her. कितने अच्छे तरीके से और फ्रेंडली वे में उसने कहा कि पेडलर जो था, he got confidence in her words. It would never have occurred to me that you would bother with me yourself, miss, he said. I'll come at once. And he agreed, thinking that they all are worried about him, so he agreed to go along with her. He accepted the fur coat, which the valet handed him with a deep bow. झुककर उसने कोट उसको दिया वैलेट ने, एंड ही वोर दैट, थ्रू इट ओवर हिज रैग्स, कि अपने उन टॉर्न फटे हुए कपड़ों के ऊपर उसने उसको पहन लिया, एंड फॉलोड द यंग लेडी आउट टू द कैरेज विदाउट ग्रांटिंग द एस्टॉनिश्ड ब्लैक स्मिथ्स सो मच एज अ ग्लांस. कि उसने इवन ब्लैक स्मिथ की तरफ एक नज़र भी नहीं देखा और चुपचाप उनके साथ चल पड़ा. बट वाइल ही वॉज राइडिंग अप टू द मैनर हाउस, he had evil forebodings. What do you mean by evil forebodings? Ill thoughts, wrong ideas, thinking. When he was going towards the manor house, that means to the farmhouse of the iron master, he had wrong ideas, wrong thinking in his mind. Why the devil did I take that fellow's money? He thought, now I am sitting in the trap and will never get out of it. What was he thinking? He was cursing himself and regretting for the action which he had done. What was that action? Of stealing the money. कि उसने क्यों उसके घर से वो पैसे चुराए? Because now he felt that he was in a trap and he could not come out of that. It was his own idea about the world. कि ये दुनिया जो है वो एक rat trap है, चूहे के पिंजरे की तरह है, और उसमें जब भी कोई फंस जाएगा वो वापस बाहर नहीं निकल पाएगा. So in the same way he was thinking that now it was his own condition. He himself was in that condition now. The next day was Christmas Eve, and when the iron master came into the dining room for breakfast, he probably thought with satisfaction of his old regimental comrade whom he had run across so unexpectedly. He was feeling very happy on the Christmas Eve that he had his old friend with him as company. First of all, we must see to it that he gets a little flesh on his bones, he said to his daughter. He was discussing with his daughter how to improve his condition, and he told that first we should try to get a little flesh on his bones. That means we should worry about his health. Physically इसकी health जो है अच्छी होनी चाहिए. Who was busy at the table. She was preparing the dishes at the table, and then we must see that he gets something else to do than to run around the country selling rat traps. What is something else he wanted? First for his health, and second giving him some work so that he should not have to run around here and there in the city or beg something from others. It is queer that things have gone downhill with him as badly as that, said the daughter. She was also feeling sorry for that, for his condition. Last night I did not think there was anything about him to show that he had once been an educated man. But still she has a doubt in her mind. She agreed, shows sympathy as the father was showing, but she added this thing and asked the father that last night she had a doubt that she could not find anything of that as the man was an educated one. कि उसको ऐसा कुछ नहीं लगा कि वो आदमी कोई educated था, कि अगर रेजिमेंट में होता, उसके साथ आर्मी में होता, तो he should have shown some good manners just like an educated man. But she had a doubt that he was an educated man. This is again her keen observation. We got to know 2 points where she has noticed the things and the father was not able to. एक तो उसके मन में डर था, उसके चेहरे के ऊपर fear था, and she thought that he has stolen the money or he had escaped from the jail. The secondly, that he was not an educated man. She also got this doubt. You must have patience, my little girl, said the father. As soon as he gets clean and dressed up, you will see something different. Last night he was naturally embarrassed. The tramp will fall away from him with the tramp cloths. उसके फादर इसको सेटिस्फैक्ट्री आंसर देते हैं और उसको आगे कंफर्ट की पोजीशन में लाते हैं बाय सेइंग कि आपको कहते ऐसे लग रहा है बिकॉज ही वॉज नॉट इन प्रॉपर ड्रेस. When he will clean up and he will dress properly, then you will see that he will leave the manners of the tramps also. The peddler के जो manners हैं वो भी छोड़ देगा and he will behave in proper manner. You will feel different after his dressing up. Just as he said this, the door opened and the stranger entered. And suddenly when they were discussing this, the stranger entered into the room. Yes, now he was truly clean and well dressed. He had changed his clothes. He was properly dressed now. The valet had bathed him, cut his hair and shaved him. अच्छे से उसको properly नहा धोकर उसके कटिंग करी गई, उसकी शेव करी गई, उसको अच्छे कपड़े दिए गए पहनने के लिए. Moreover, he was dressed in a good-looking suit of cloths which belonged to the iron master, and he was wearing good suit of the iron master. He wore a white shirt and a starched collar and cool shoes. That means properly dressed up, अच्छे कपड़े पहनकर वो वहाँ enter किया. But although his guest was now so well groomed, the iron master did not seem pleased. Why the iron master was not pleased now? Because he had recognized him. Though he was properly well dressed, but the iron master was not happy looking at him. He looked at him with puckered brow, that means looking with indifferent attitude, wrinkled brow, thinking something. And it was easy to understand that when he had seen the strange fellow in the uncertain reflection from the furnace, he might have made a mistake. Now he started thinking that he saw this man only in the light of the furnace. उस भट्टी में से जो आग जल रही थी उसकी लाइट में ही उसको देखा था, and he might have made a mistake. But that now, when he stood there in broad daylight, it was impossible to mistake him for an old acquaintance. And now in the broad daylight, he recognized and he understood that he could not make a mistake for his old acquaintance. कि अब उसको नहीं लग रहा था कि वो उसका कोई पुराना जान पहचान वाला उसका कोई friend है या उसका कोई colleague है. What does this mean? He thundered and he started shouting. तो इसका क्या मतलब है? What do you mean? The stranger made no attempt to dissimulate. Dissimulate means to hide anything, because he had not said anything earlier also. He saw at once that the splendor had come to an end. लेकिन उसने मन ही मन में ये realize करा that the splendor or the glory which he had felt, which he was feeling that he would get some money, he would get some work, or he would get some clothes, the glory of the life that came to an end. It's not my fault, sir, he said. I never pretended to be anything but a poor trader, and I pleaded and begged to be allowed to stay in the forge, but no harm has been done. At worst, I can put on my rags again and go away. He says, I have never tried and I have never pretended to show you anything. I was only a poor trader, I was only a poor man, and I only wanted shelter there in the forge. I pleaded, I begged you only to let me stay there, and I have not caused you any harm. The only thing is that I have taken your clothes, I'll put on my own rags and go away from here. Well, said the iron master, hesitating a little, it was not quite honest either. You must admit that I should not be surprised if the sheriff would like to have something to say in the matter. But the iron master was very angry. According to him, he should have answered or told that he was not the same man which he was considering him. He expected this answer from him, but he did not answer anything. He said, you are not honest man. He told him that you are not quite honest, and you must admit that it would not be surprising thing for you if he made a complaint to the sheriff of that area. The tramp took a step forward and struck the table with his fist. Now the tramp also got angry because he had not done anything, and he was convinced by his daughter only to come there, otherwise he was not willing. Now I am going to tell you, Mr. Iron Master, how things are, he said. And he wanted to explain the things to the Iron Master. This whole world is nothing but a big rat trap. Then he tried to make the Iron Master understand the same idea which he had realized earlier, and he told him that this whole world is like a big rat trap. All the good things that are offered to you are nothing but cheese rinds and bits of pork set out to drag a poor fellow into trouble. ये सारी चीज़ें जितनी भी अट्रैक्ट करने के लिए दी जाती हैं, जैसे कि रैट को चीज़ दिया जाता है या कुछ भी ऐसा टुकड़ा दिया जाता है, दैट इज़ ओनली टू ड्रैग अ पुअर फेलो इनटू ट्रबल, कि गरीब आदमी को मुश्किल में डालने के लिए है. व्हाट ही फेल्ट कि आप मुझे ज़बरदस्ती यहाँ पर लेकर आए हो जस्ट टू पुट मी इन ट्रबल, व्हाट ही वांटेड टू टेल. एंड इफ द शेरिफ कम्स नाउ एंड लॉक्स मी अप फॉर दिस, then you, Mr. Iron Master, must remember that a day may come when you yourself may want to get a big piece of pork, and then you will get caught in the trap. He made him realize that there will be a day, if you call sheriff, there will be a day when you yourself will find yourself to be caught in that net, in that trap, and then you will find no way out, कि आप अपने आप को उस ट्रैप में फंसा हुआ पाओगे. The Iron Master began to laugh. He started laughing, listening to these ideas about the world being a rat trap. That was not so badly said, my good fellow. Perhaps we should let the sheriff alone on Christmas Eve, but now get out of here as fast as you can. Then the Iron Master also understood that he has some great idea in his mind and cool down. He said, we will not call sheriff, let him be alone on Christmas Eve, but it would be better if you leave as fast as you can. That means he must leave that place now. But just as the man was opening the door, the daughter said, I think he ought to stay with us today. I don't want him to go. And with that she went and closed the door. When the father was rebuking him and telling him to leave the place, the daughter came in between. Though the daughter was in doubt that he was not the same man, he was not educated, he had fear of stealing something, or he had run away from the jail. He had all these doubts. But at this time of the moment, that was the Christmas Eve celebration, she wanted to have the company of someone, because she had prepared the dishes for someone. That shows her kind and sympathetic nature, that if she has prepared the food for some hungry person on that particular day, it should be given, and he should not go from that place hungry. That is the religious or the spiritual point of view that comes in her mind at that time, and that shows her kind and sympathetic nature also. And she came in between, tells her father that he should not go, at least he should have the food. What in the world are you doing? Said the father. But the father was not willing. He said, we should not do like this. The daughter stood there quite embarrassed and hardly knew what to answer. That morning she had felt so happy when she thought how homelike and Christmassy she was going to make things for the poor hungry wretch. She could not get away from the idea all at once. That was why she had interceded for the beggar. Which was the idea which she could not leave? Which idea came in her mind? The line says she could not get away from the idea. Which idea? Which idea is referred here? About celebrating the Christmas, or preparing the dishes which she has prepared. All those dishes which she has prepared for this poor hungry man. Now she could not imagine that that person would go as it is hungry from their home without eating that. She could not digest this idea. That shows her kind and sympathetic and helpful nature. That she wanted at least the dishes or the things which she has prepared in such a good mood for this Christmas celebration should be shared with that man. At least he should have one day of celebration with them and have proper food. I am thinking of this stranger here, said the young girl, and he walks and walks the whole year long, and there is probably not a single place in the whole country where he is welcome and can feel at home. Whenever he turns, he is chased away. Always he is afraid of being arrested and cross-examined. See the ideas that came in her mind, that what is the condition कि वो सारा साल इधर से उधर घूमता रहता है, बैक करता है लोगों से, और शायद इसको कोई भी ऐसा दिन नहीं है जहाँ पर कि अच्छा खाने को मिलता हो, and nobody welcomes him. कोई भी घर ऐसा नहीं होगा जो कि उसको वेलकम करता होगा जब भी वो किसी घर में जाता है, and he is not feeling at ease at home anywhere. So wherever he turns, he is chased away. जहाँ पर भी जाता है उसको वहाँ से भगा दिया जाता है, या उसको क्रॉस एग्जामिन्ड, मतलब उससे क्वेश्चनिंग की जाती है, why he is doing like this. So always he is afraid of being arrested and cross examined. I should like to have him enjoy a day of peace with us here, just one in the whole year. What was her desire? That at least for that one day he should stay with them and enjoy for that one day. The iron master mumbled something in his beard. He could not bring himself to oppose her. Now the father was also helpless. He could not say anything. It was all a mistake, of course, she continued. But anyway, I don't think we ought to chase away a human being whom we have asked to come here and to whom we have promised Christmas cheer. Underline the Christianity feeling or the humanity feeling, which tells us she does not feel that a person whom they have invited themselves, they have brought to their home, he should be sent without being eaten anything. Says, I don't think we ought to chase away a human being whom we have asked to come here, खुद ही उसको हमने बुलाया यहाँ, and to whom we have promised Christmas cheer, और हमने उसके साथ promise करी that we will celebrate the Christmas occasion or the eve with them. You do preach worse than a parson, said the iron master. I only hope you won't have to regret this. Father agreed, but he praised the girl. He says, you do preach worse than a parson. Means you are not less than a parson. Parson means a priest or a religious person. You preach like that, but I only hope that you should not have to regret for this action. कि आपको अपने इस action के लिए पश्चाताप ना करना पड़े. Otherwise he agreed that he should stay there and have the meal with them and enjoy the Christmas Eve.